A conference aimed at accelerating the ratification and domestication of treaties by African countries, organized by the African Union and United Nations Development Programme, kicked off in Nairobi amid concerns on the slow pace by African countries to ratify several treaties aimed at strengthening governance. It is at this forum that Kenya reiterated its commitment towards ratifying the treaties, with the Acting Director of Legal Affairs, Emily Chwea, saying 5 out of the 6 AU treaties have been ratified.
After the passing of the Constitution in 2010 and the enactment of the Treaty Making Act, the process of ratification of treaties has become rather lengthy and laborious. We have to have public participation, travel the 4 corners of Kenya to ensure that the public understand the process and understand what it is that we want to ratify. And beyond that, the treaty has to be placed before Parliament so that Parliament can approve the treaty. This is different from before, when the executive could ratify the treaty on its own.
Among the treaties passed by Kenya include the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Protocol on the Rights of Women in Africa, African Youth Charter, African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child, and African Union Convention on Preventing and Combating Corruption. However, the African Charter on Democracy, Elections and Governance is yet to be ratified. Senators are proposing a joint committee of Parliament to begin the process of collecting public views before it is discussed and approved.
As a country, we are trying to be careful. Remember, in the past, we have shot ourselves in the foot by being very quick to sign into some treaties which have actually not done very well for the country. And look at the case we have, the maritime case we have with Somalia today. Had we taken time to appreciate the implication of that treaty, maybe we would have delayed the process.
The Constitution is we are going to have a joint committee. I'll discuss with the Speaker of the Senate, my Speaker Lusaka and Speaker Muturi, to give us a joint committee so that we can have one report and expeditiously fast track. And the reason we are here is based on issues of democracy, elections, corruption. And as we talk, the IBC is not well constituted. Those are some of the conversations we should be having on issues of governance, Chapter 6 on how to implement. On issues of corruption, you know, the DCI, DPP and President Uhuru Kenyatta has been very vocal on the fight against corruption.
The people who sit in Parliament are representatives of the people. And the word from the representatives of the people means it's a word, we are doing it on behalf of Kenyans. And therefore, it's something that we want to change so that people can understand. So that we don't get into a situation, for example, where we said we signed into the Rome Statute, we'd made a mistake. Because people didn't understand what the framework is. It's important to communicate clearly so that Kenyans understand what you have passed and how it benefits them.
Other parties yet to ratify the treaty include Senegal, Burkina Faso, Mozambique, Tunisia, and Sao Tome. Kamchemenza, Channel 1 News, Nairobi.